because I can't afford to do it right now when I'm working. How am I going to do it later when I don't have a job? Traveling and home ownership are the majority of every millennial Gen Z that I meet with that they say they want to accomplish, right? Whether it be buy a house now or in the future investment property, travel today, or when they stop working they want to travel more. Think about it. You're working right now. Let's say you work Monday through Friday. The busiest time you have is during your work day because you're working. When you have freedom on the weekend, that's when you spend the most money because you're off. You gotta grab coffees, you wanna grab lunch, you wanna go out, you wanna do things. When you stop working, every day is a weekend. So you're gonna have the ability to spend so much money. And if people wanna travel, you really have to figure that out because there's traveling like staying at hostels, then there's traveling staying at high-end hotels. I like the high-end hotels. That's how I like to travel. I don't do things on a low end. That's just not my style. Some people, maybe that's fine, but for me, it's not. And so you have to find out how do you wanna travel and then look at cost of tickets, look at restaurants, look at what your traveling is. If you want to go out and take in the city and walk cities, then it's not going to be as expensive. If you want to go rent boats in Croatia during Yacht Week, right? Take a trip down and have a coffee in Montenegro, and then you might as well just swing down to Slovenia and then charter another yacht to Sardinia because you want to get some wild boar meat. There's so many different things. So figure out what type of travel you like to do, and then you have to say how much is it going to cost. Look at today and be like, well, if I want to do this multiple times without a paycheck, how am I going to be able to travel? Because I can't afford to do it right now when I'm working. How am I going to do it later when I don't have a job? That's where you have to have passive income coming in more than you did when you work, because that's one of the biggest lies is that people say, when I'm not working, I don't need as much money. Yeah, you do. If you want to do things and travel and enjoy your retirement, so to speak, you have to have more money than when you were working, because people don't think about things like most people want to have kids. And if you have kids, it's safe to say, I'm going to have grandkids one day. So most grandparents are going to say, I love my grandkids. I love spending time with them. I want to take them on vacation. So if you have kids, your odds are you're going to have grandkids. You're going to want to take your grandkids out. But if you don't have kids right now, you're not thinking about future grandkids. So all of this stuff is part of traveling and having the things you want, is really putting everything out there, writing it down, what it costs today. Google inflation calculator so you could see what that money is going to cost in the future, because then you'll see the math behind it, and you cannot argue math.